From See My Best to the Monorail Song to Who Needs the Quick E-Mart to We Put the Spring in Springfield, there are a ton of great original musical numbers in The Simpsons. But not every song featured in the iconic animated series was written specifically for the show. There are also plenty of memorable music moments with licensed hits, like Bart strutting to the Bee Gees' disco classic, Stayin' Alive, to Smithers taping over Mr. Burns' Ride of the Valkyries cassette with the ABBA track, Waterloo. Uptown Girl, by Billy Joel in Season 10's Doe In the Wind, Homer starts hanging out with his mom's old hippie friends, Seth and Munchie, played by guest stars Martin Mull and George Carlin, at the Groovy Grove Natural Farm. For some reason, Homer thinks Billy Joel's Uptown Girl is a hippie anthem. He plays his cassette tape of Uptown Girl every time he hangs out with Seth and Munchie. He also sings it when the cops raid the farm and beat Homer and the hippies with their nightsticks. You've Got a Friend, by James Taylor. When Homer goes to space with Buzz Aldrin in Deep Space Homer, they're treated to a live performance by former President James Taylor, from NASA's control room. In the midst of a potentially critical situation, Aldrin tells Taylor, "This isn't the best time for your unique brand of bittersweet folk rock." Taylor bluntly replies, "Listen, Aldrin, I'm not as laid back as people think. Now, here's the deal, I'm gonna play, and you're gonna float there and like it." He then breaks into a cover of Carole King's You've Got a Friend, as Homer and Aldrin float around their shuttle looking thoroughly unimpressed. Sunshine of Your Love, by Cream in Mother Simpson, during a flashback to when Mona first left Abe and Homer to join a traveling band of hippies, Cream's Sunshine of Your Love kicks in as Mona sees Joe Namath's controversial sideburns blowing in the wind on TV. The psychedelic rock classic represents the counterculture movement crashing down in the 1960s. Mona suddenly realizes she can free herself from the shackles of her suburban existence and join the revolution. It Don't Come Easy, by Ringo Starr in the Season 2 episode, Brush with Greatness. Marge's passion for painting is reignited after discovering some old portraits she painted of her favorite Beatle, Ringo Starr, in the attic. After she wins a local art contest, Mr. Burns commissions her to paint a portrait of himself and she nearly gives up because he's so unbearably evil. She's inspired to keep going when Starr finally replies to her decades-old fan mail with a glowing review of her Ringo-inspired art. Starr's solo hit, It Don't Come Easy, plays over a montage of Marge completing her portrait of Burns. The song is appropriate for the narrative, considering its reflective lyrics about overcoming difficulties. Gimme Shelter, by the Rolling Stones in the verbosely titled episode, Marge vs. Singles, seniors, childless couples and teens and gays, Marge takes Maggie to a concert performed by children's entertainer Rufy. The concert is full of other parents with their own babies. In a parody of both the Woodstock and Altamont music festivals, the babies at the concert get way out of control, dancing naked and passing around pacifiers like bongs, prompting the formation of an anti-children movement. The Rolling Stones' Gimme Shelter plays over the babies' hippie antics. I Will Always Love You, by Whitney Houston. After saving Mark Hamill from ravenous sci-fi fans, Homer trains to become one of Mayor Quimby's bodyguards in Mayor to the Mob. Homer's trainer, Leah Bell, belts out a rendition of I Will Always Love You, the theme from the movie The Bodyguard, during his graduation. Whitney Houston's cover version of the Dolly Parton hit, recorded for the movie, plays over the end of the episode as Homer saves Hamill once again and carries him away from an angry mob. Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees in the season 6 episode, Bart's Girlfriend. Bart starts dating Reverend Lovejoy's rebellious daughter Jessica, played by guest star Meryl Streep. When she first returns his affections, Bart says, "There's only one thing to do at a time like this, strut." Cut to Bart strutting down the streets of Springfield with the Bee Gees' disco hit Stayin' Alive from Saturday Night Fever playing on the soundtrack. Maybe I'm Amazed, by Paul McCartney. Toward the end of season 7's Lisa the Vegetarian, Lisa runs away from home when Homer continues to eat meat after she becomes a vegetarian. At the Quick E Mart, she meets famed vegetarians Paul and Linda McCartney, who tell her not to push her beliefs onto others and to allow them to make their own decisions. Maybe I'm Amazed plays over the final moments of Lisa's heartwarming reunion with Homer as he gives her a piggyback ride home. The song continues into the end credits over a shot of Homer's hog roast soaring through the air after Lisa tossed it into a dam earlier in the episode. Waterloo, by ABBA. There's another unforgettable needle drop in Mother Simpson when the cops surround the Simpson house and prepare to arrest Mona. Mr. Burns drives a tank up to the house and hopes to play Ride of the Valkyries to underscore the moment that they storm the castle. However, when he puts the tape in the tank's cassette player, he finds that Smithers has taped over it with Waterloo. The ABBA hit is hilariously contrasted with the intense action of the police raid. Raindrops Keep Fallin' on My Head, by B.J. Thomas. Season 4's Duffless has one of the sweetest endings in The Simpsons' storied history. After Homer completes his month without beer, he heads straight down to Moe's for a drink, much to Marge's dismay. However, as he stares down at his mug of Duff, he realizes he doesn't need it and goes back home for a sober sunset bike ride with his wife. Raindrops Keep Fallin' on My Head was written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David for the seminal western Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. The track won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Homer and Marge sing a duet of the song while riding a bike in the style of Butch Cassidy and At a Place Before the Bee. J. Thomas record takes over in the end credits.
With a gentle touch you